What up, numbskulls? My name is Naomi, and I am reviewing all of the 1001 albums you must hear before you die. The UK got hit by a carrot recently, didn't it? Yeah, not exactly easy times we're living in, is it? Everyone's butting heads, getting fired up. It is a strange time we're in. And whilst there have been recent albums that go against this walking pile of hot bigotry, the UK made an interesting choice of song when it came to show that he was not welcome here.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Yep, Green Day, the trio from Oakland, still seem to resonate 14 years later through their hard punk style and unapologetic lyrics that criticize society as many punk albums have. That's especially made clear in their 2004 album, American Idiot. Now, I don't need to go into the background for these guys, you know who Green Day are. I hope. And this isn't the first Green Day book to be in the Bowie book, so I won't go through their background just yet. I will still go through the background of this album though, because it's a weird history. For starters, this was meant to be a completely different album altogether, Cigarettes and Valentines, meant to feature something new within their music. Apparently it's meant to be like different genres or anything, just craziness. Apparently a very different album to the one that we got. When suddenly, out of nowhere, the master tapes were stolen! Lost. Just say lost. I mean, in the 2016 NME interview, they state that they've recovered the material. So just say you lost them, save face. Nothing wrong with that. Why go through the malarkey of saying that someone stole them? With that, they decided to move on to their punk rock opera after recording 2 of the songs for that new album, Homecoming and Jesus of Suburbia. As you might have guessed from the title, this is a politically inspired album, mostly because of the then President George W. Bush and the start of the Iraq War. Everybody just sort of feels like they don't know where their future is heading right now, you know? Don't I know it? The album received positive acclaim on its release on 20th of September 2004. Kerrang! Magazine called it a modern masterpiece, Pitchfork hailed it as ambitious and successfully getting its message across, and NME stated that it was an onslaught of varied and marvellously good tunes presented in an unexpectedly inventive way. But of course, all together now, nothing is without criticism. Good, you guys are learning. Because of course everything has positive and negative comments about it, and one can't look further than Village Voice, calling the album a dud and claiming their lyrics eschew social-political content for the emotional travails of 2 clueless punks, one passive, one aggressive, both projections of the auteur. Well, somebody has no soul! It won Best Rock Album in 2005 Grammys, with Boulevard of Broken Dreams winning Best Record of the Year in 2006. Was listed as the 225th album on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time, and in 2009 Kerrang! Dubbed it as the greatest album of the decade. Tall order! Well, hopefully you guys will be able to see why this is held in such high regard, as well as the fact that many protesters used the title track for their protest against the carrot 14 years later, because honestly, music fan to music fan, reviewer to reviewer, music lover to music lover, all this, it's one of my favourite albums of all time. I was actually nervous to listen again to this album, hoping that my reviewing ears wouldn't change my perspective of the album I loved. Although I found more problems with it, it hasn't deterred my adoration for both the band and the album. What kind of problems? What do I love about it? Well, let's dissect this album together, starting from the very beginning.
A very good place to start.
This is a way you should start an album, especially in the punk genre. Knocking down the fucking door. That driving beat, those guitars, those lyrics. Oh my gosh, the lyrics!
And can you hear the sound of hysteria? The subliminal mind, America.
This is a great way to introduce the concept with the literal lyrics, welcome to a new kind of tension. I will say this now, it is weird to hear a slicker production on a punk album, especially one from Green Day. This did get some accusations that the band had sold out, but I still hear that punk energy and fire from frontman Billie Joe Armstrong. Whether or not the bands have truly sold out and whether or not selling out is a bad thing, that's a discussion for another day, but Hopefully you guys can see why this is a killer track and why protesters did use it this year. It's a stellar opener.
I'm just trying to raise your love. The Jesus of Suburbia, the Bible.
This is the first of two collection tracks where it actually is made up of different songs, so we'll go through each of them one by one.
Started popping riddle lad. Now I never died for my sins.
The lyrics detail the introduction of our main character, Jesus of Suburbia, and the main themes of disillusionment from the world around him. Massive shout out to Trey Cool's drumming techniques here. It would be so easy for him to do a play-by-numbers of sorts with his style, but he really makes it his own, and it's great to hear. It's energetic, vibrant, and full of the right lyrics. Lands of make-believe don't believe in me. Too true.
At the center of the earth in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven where I was taught.
Again, the lyrics are fantastic. It's very reflective about the future, but the music side of the mini-song kind of feels very on the generic side, which is a little disappointing to hear from a band like Green Day. It is the second mini-song here, so it can be forgiven. Maybe.
I don't care if you don't, I don't care if you don't, I don't care if you don't care.
And back with the punk energy. Oh, how I missed ya. Fiery and melodic, punchy, but damn it, it's too short. When I say that there's a song or even a mini-song that's too short, please do take that as a compliment, because it means that you are doing something right here.
Dearly beloved, are you listening?
This is a very sweet moment in the collection, and the mixture of music and lyrics is beautiful, especially with Billie Joe's voice giving the right amount of emotion required.
To live and not to breathe, to die.
And closing off this collection is a great send-off to Jesus as he literally leaves home, as the lyrics state. It's dead on the fence of sounding generic, but all in all, this is a good mini-song, especially that slow part with the piano.
I don't feel any shame, I won't apologize when there ain't nowhere you can go.
As collection songs go, kind of a mixed bag, but still a great one and a great second track after that amazing opener. I really can't wait for more. The music video is also a great watch if you have the time, as it visualizes the concept album for the song. I'll leave a YouTube card here so you guys can check it out. It's definitely worth the watch, no matter if it's the extended version or the MTV version. Also, fuck MTV, just saying. Another explicitly political song, the riff to this one is fantastic, and it is iconic for a reason. The lyrics dictate the frustration with the direction of where the country was going at the time. And people say that famous celebrities shouldn't get political, but if you still have amazing art like this that resonates with people to this day, I think they're doing something right here. Just saying. The spoken part from the representative of California is a fantastic addition as well. And I like how they changed the lyrics in more recent shows. However, I am a little disappointed that the guitar solo is very by the numbers. You're a punk band! Do a crazy, insane solo instead of just playing the melody line and just going dee 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 dee. You're better than this! You're better than this! Come on, guys! Give me that guitar solo, please!
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known.
Quick note, I like the way both the music and the accompanying music videos continue into each other. It's a nice touch. Just wanted to add that. Music videos aren't appreciated as much as they used to be, so I just wanted to add that along. MTV still sucks, but music videos are great. But in this song, fuck it, I love this one. While it's not out there as the other songs so far, it's simple yet effective. It emulates that lonely feeling we all have, especially when moving on to a new point in our lives. The guitar solo is a little better, but not much. However, the rest of the music does a great job supporting the vocals and lyrics and the themes itself. However, as much as I love the final hard ending, how it finishes though, I'm not a fan. That's it! This is another simple song, but its simplicity is its strength. The listener can resonate with the desire to want more in life, and the chorus chant is great to hear as it creates that feeling that you are not alone. And once this has that sudden ending again, it surprisingly works. Why? Saint fucking Jimmy, that's why! 1, 2, 3, 4! Fast-paced, pure punk chaos. Now this is what I'm talking about, especially as a fitting introduction to this crazy character.
And don't wear it out.
We won't, my good love. We won't.
Take away the sensation inside.
Slower, but no less hard at all. There's a tough edge that remains, especially in that chorus, as well as some fantastic lyrics.
Kiss the demons out of my dreams.
Many lyrics resonate through time, especially ones from Green Day, and this lyric, for example, should be no exception. Though if you have it tattooed on you, please don't show it to me. I love tattoos, but I don't want to see any creepy ones. Thank you.
She's a rebel, she's a saint, she's the salt of the earth and she's dangerous.
Inspired by Bikini Kill's Rebel Girl, there's that great punk energy. You can hear the fantastic rhythm and precision from bassist Mike Dirnt, and it's a great introduction to the antithesis of St. Jimmy, Whatsername. Wait, what did you say her name was again? I just said, what's her name? Wait, what's her name? Yes! Yes is her name? No! What's her name is her name. So what's her name is her name. Well, that's a dumb name. Why would you ever name someone that kind of stupid? Yeah, always as dumb as people who still reference Abbott and Costello sketches in 2018. Yeah, those people are stupid. Agreed. Man, old comedy is so much better than YouTube comedy. What's with the intro to this? It feels more like I'm about to go on an adventure with Indiana Jones in the jungle, not on an album about rebelling against the Bush administration. Just seems really disjointed to me! Aside from that, this is another strong song that I would consider to be a hidden gem of the album. The vocal harmonies are stellar here, the vocals just being interesting in general, and the music carries it well. A lot of albums have these amazing non-singles that people don't listen to just because they stick with the ones that get featured on MTV. Again, fuck MTV. So I really implore you guys to especially listen to this one, because it's an extraordinary song. I really love this motif, first displayed here in Letterbomb. Simple yet effective, and sets up the theme for the third act of the concept. This then leads to a great rebel anthem, just full of organized chaos. The lyrics are fantastic, the chord structure is unique and used well to give it that raw punk power, showcasing that rebellious nature that the punk genre is known for. Fuck yeah, I'm pumped up! What's next? Oh! Right. All joking aside, this is one of my favourite songs off the album, and it's heartbreaking to listen to. Originally written about Billie Joe's father passing away, it was then adapted as a theme about 9/11 and the Iraq War. The musicianship and lyrical content definitely support that perspective and act like a comforting hug to whoever listens to the song. The build-up in the instrumentation, from the soft acoustic guitar to the full rocking band, and nothing feels out of place. It's so good. It's remembered for a reason, and certainly the best single from the album. I will say this now. If anybody makes any jokes about, oh, we should tell that Green Day guy that September's over, blah, you're getting permabanned. It's over, find some new material, you're better than that. Okay, another collection song, let's split it up again. The radio-like announcement is a nice touch as if it's the announcement of the death of his character. I wish we had more time to know this character. However, the supposed suicide of St. Jimmy, as he's meant to be a part of Jesus, is sad to hear about. Apparently in the concept it's like, oh, St. Jimmy is a side to Jesus that Jesus supposedly kills off. I guess kind of like a Tyler Durden. Okay.
Well, nobody cares. Well, nobody cares. Does anyone care?
It's interesting, now that the alter ego of St. Jimmy is gone, how mundane Jesus' life has become. It's a sad reality that many young people, not just those involved in the punk subgenre, are forced to give up their rebellious spirit and passion just to fit into society and their norms. I can promise you, I will never give up this alternative edge. And if I ever do, I'm swearing it now, may I shut down my channel and give up my life in music. The continuation of that motif from earlier is great to hear again, and I'm really liking that marching style and instrumentation. Even if it's for a short moment, it does expand on that motif, and it's a great grand moment. Okay, so we got some good ones here now. I can't wait for that next one. It's gonna be really good, isn't it? Obvious setup is obvious.
I got a rock and roll band. I got a rock and roll life. I got a rock and roll.
Right. Told ya. Yeah, sorry Trey, I love you man, but this is really out of place. Whilst it is energetic and fun, it does not fit the collection. It doesn't even fit the album. What were you thinking, guys? What were you thinking, guys? What were you thinking, guys? This is the warning to Uno Dos Trey, wasn't it? Remind you again, those albums suck. And as the grand finale to the collection, we have We're Coming Home Again, with the instrumentation becoming richer and fuller with the band's timpani. Oh my gosh, it's so rich and full, and I love it so much! Sorry, the instrumentation is just so good here. So many artists nowadays just have the electric music to back them, and it's very lifeless and flat and boring. There's just nothing to it. With this, the music feels so full and vibrant, and that's what you want to close this collection. Just take out whatever the fucking bollocks with Rock and Roll Girlfriend, and you got another good collection here. It would be great to close the album with the amazing finale that is We're Coming Home Again, but like any good story, gotta have this epilogue. Now, don't worry, it's not as long as Return of the King, don't worry, but it's still a good one. No heavy feet in sight. Of course, we finish with the beautiful and melancholic Whatsername. Ow! What the hell, you flying fuck? Why did you throw that? Repeated jokes are so overrated. I mean, seriously, what kind of internet show relies so heavily on repeated gags and jokes? Oh yeah, true. I will say the instrumentation here makes me think this is more like U2 than Green Day. But that's not to say it's any less beautiful. I'm unsure about having it go quiet and loud near the end, but the lyrics are what sell this here. Hearing the story, it's been years since all this malarkey has happened, and Jesus can't remember much apart from what's her name and what she looks like. We as the listeners learn she's referred to as what's her name throughout the album because he can't actually remember her name. How rude! The vocals are also fantastic by reflecting the loss of innocence and spirited nature, and a great way to finish the album in its grand splendor. And what a grand splendor this whole album was, and still is, even 14 years later. After this, Green Day went on to make 5 more albums: 21st Century Breakdown, the aforementioned Terror, that is Uno Dos Trey, and recently Revolution Radio. Unfortunately, there's only one other Green Day album in this Bowie book, but my friend Crash Thompson, aka the Rock Critic, has done retrospectives of all of the Green Day albums, which you can check out here in the YouTube card. They are all fantastic. He's done so much work on them, they deserve the recognition. And yes, he had to listen to Uno Dos Trey. Poor him. The album also was turned into a Broadway and West End musical, which is actually coming back later this year. Definitely grab tickets for it. And has also been announced to be made into a concept film a la The Wall. This is going to be really interesting, and I hope they really do it like The Wall or like Tommy, bringing back those concept films. That would just be amazing. But we'll have to see how it goes. Overall, this is a stellar punk album that it's no wonder its political messages and hard rock attitude resonates with many people to this day. Now, if you excuse me, I've got a chomp to demolish. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Comment down below what your thoughts are on the album and artist. Be sure to hit that subscribe and hit the bell to know whenever I upload the next 1001, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.